because this, I feel like that paired up with, let's say, for the Ling, for Vivio, like if she gets the Sky Piercer, like that already helps you in this. So, hey, we'll find out and see exactly how it ends up working out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1 here. Again, the last match of the day for the MLBB Women's. It is the ISF Road to the WEC. As again, all these women, all these men that will be playing throughout the next few days are fighting for the slots to WEC in Riyadh. They're going directly there. And this is the match of Brunei versus Indonesia. And now we'll take a look here at things falling into place. Of course, like I said, I'm going to be very interested to see how the Warcry emblems work. Now that this is the first time we're seeing them in ISF anyway. I'm sure you guys have probably seen them in your own games or, you know, online in different tournaments. But the fact that this is going to be on a carry and a Ling, and what kind of impact that'll have throughout the game is what we want to pay attention to specifically too. And for Brunei, like I said, their lineup is quite solid. They have a lot of good front to back positioning they can use. And look at that. I mean, even the poke potential is already pretty good. So this is a big thing for Indonesia kind of to deal with. And it looks like at the same time, it depends on Vivian's rotations on this Grok. This is a typical hero we see lined up in the roam. And some of the best roamers out there will play this Grok to a T and make huge plays just with the wild charge alone, whether or not you have a flicker. So same thing can be said for the Minotaur. Oh, Bella actually takes a lot of damage just from Sydney, the mid lane all by herself. So far no one going down just yet. Everybody getting those level 4s online. I think this is where we see if Brunei can go toe to toe with the first objective take eventually once it does spawn up.
Gold buff though, it does seem like it's going to be contested there. I don't know who actually takes it, but yeah, so far so good for both of these teams, right? They're just playing around these skirmishes, but whoa, that's a lot of turret shielding taken away already in the mid lane. I think it was all Cine? Was it really all Cine that took all that, you know, all that gold from the turret? That's actually quite a crazy amount for, you know, the first 2 minutes of the game, and it's an instant rotation to the bottom lane as they now start the turtle. It's actually Vival, who is the assassin, on the turtle first. Very uncharacteristic, you know, on assassin, but it's going to be the diversion as well. Into the back, bringing Fumieko over penalty zone, going to be able to lock the Fredrin down with Vivian as well. All the damage coming down with the dispersion to claim first blood for Indonesia as Vival claims that turtle. A good wild charge to knock him up, straight into the Finch Poise, and now with one more Defiant Blade, has the Tempest of Blades as well, and Bella will be forced to flicker out. Now Cha looking for a trade, going on to Vivian right now, but it's going to be a flicker out still. The passive taking down to take Vivian out, and it will just be a trade. 2 for 1, make it 3 with a turtle.
Okay, Brunei able to get at least 1 kill in the whole exchange. I'm glad at least they were able to make that play from Cha. So, you know, keeping it from being a total disaster now early on, because the reason why I'm saying that is early on before that fight even happened, like Miracle mentioned with the gold and everything else, the farming, Indonesia found themselves nearly 1,000 ahead just from macro decisions. So with that team fight as well, they get that little bit further, and you're going to see this is where that compounding effect from teams with this kind of experience really builds up. Sometimes alone, they don't even have to fight. Even with a lineup like this, you think Ling is going to be there, you know, Vival's going to want to fight, but looks as, oh, Cha could get focused down here once again.
Just with the dispersion and the rotation, good setup on that penalty zone, and they're on the board once again. 1 more kill up top. There's a bit of a skirmish, but a battle mirror image will get Chell out, denying a trade from Brunei, but they are still staying up top. 3 members. In the mid lane, what happened to Bella? Gets taken down by the assassin. Now Chell going to be targeted, taunted up, and knocked up as well. Has a battle mirror image, but will be locked down as a Purify, and also a Minions Fury with the Appraiser's Wrath. But Chell's able to escape, and in the mid lane, it does seem like it's going to be a mid lane tier 1 taken down instantly by Indonesia as they look to collapse now onto the Fredrin, who's going to be very, very low. Vivo with 1 more dash, and the barrier gets him down with the Finch Poise now into the back line. Has a Tempest of Blades, but will use it in the end. 1 more Defiant Blade to get it, and picks up all the blades and gets out with the Finch Poise, while Cine picks up the last bit of basic attack to take her down and goes for the diversion back towards her own jungle. Chell given all the space to go and munch on this turret shield.
Oh my goodness. What an exchange. And just for Indonesia not to really give anything up in that entire interaction, basically. It looks like Fumi should be able to get the kill, as she does. So again, we've seen this Terizla just time and time again tonight alone, really dominating. But you know, you can really see here, Mirko, and I'm sure you're seeing it in the team fights too. the power of the Warcry emblem. I mean, especially for Vivo early on, it's really easy to get those three. What is it? I think it's three attacks to trigger it off. And bottom lane.
Wild charge right into the dispersion. Eternal Guard does catch Vivian, but she's able to flicker out of the Cursed Blast. And again, it's Cine and Chell who are munching on that turret shield as the purple will be stolen away. Fredrin not given the space now. Onto the back, that's a Petrify used up, but it's not going to be able to really lock anyone down. Vival picks up a killing spree in the 5th minute of the game, and that's another turret taken by Indonesia.
Oh, as I was saying, Vival just picks
actually
up the Berserker's Fury. So, this is what I was saying, man. Like, the damage from a Warcry is very apparent. 8% is quite massive, especially this early on. They might still just force Brunei out of this turtle. There's really nothing they can do here, of course. Wild charge, not gonna be. There it is.
Yeah, with the penalty zone as well, that's a good terrify, but there's no connection on that minion's fury as that's the dispersion almost catching them. Eternal Guard to cover again. Bottom lane as a blazing duet shell looking for a soul kill. Oh my god, Dexter with the last few hits to take shot down in the bottom lane. Now Vival again with the Times of Blaze able to use it. Now goes for the Defiant Blades, but will not go all the way, will not commit under that turret.
Oh. I just, at this point, when you're looking at this, I'm really just trying to think of what can Brunei do here with this kind of snowball in effect. If there's any team that we talked about like throughout the just ISF in general, look at the bottom. Hold on. I think they're going to force it.
2-man penalty zone right as Vivian waits for the wild charge and now connects it onto 2 as well. Right into the hammer, swinging down from Fumi Echo as the Black Dragon will be forced to run all the way. Flicker City goes into the bush, takes him down with the dispersion. 3 for 0 again.
Cine knew, you know, she wanted to make the athletic play. She made it, but this is what I was saying. You know, if you're Brunei or any team that's going to go against a team like Indonesia, and you're in this position, it can get demoralizing. I mean, we're talking about 10,000 gold difference at 7 minutes, Mirko. Like, this is the biggest so far lead that we've seen, and it might look like Brunei wants to fight.
Can't even use the Minus Fury in time. The Eternal Guard doesn't connect onto anyone, and Indonesia now continue Defiant Blades. Again, that's going to be Bella taken down without a problem. Will charge onto the Fredrin, as that's going to be the tank. Soaking in a lot of the damage. Temples of Blades once again assassinating the Fredrin inside of the base turret right as they juggle the turret aggro. Naisu, absolute dominance.
Dominance. And it looks like, once again, Indonesia, even 7.5 minutes into the game, they still got a third turtle to get. And they'll go ahead and take that and they'll start it up. But once again, you can see this. And it made me question, like, Fredrin being picked up against a Ling. This is not typical back before, right? Back before in the current meta, or the old meta, I should say. It would be a different ball game. But again, this could also just be between the two teams. We'll have to see more Fredrin in the future. But right now, it's Indonesia just not letting up at all as they further gold lead. They get the shields down even before they have this Lord. So that means that that first Lord that eventually they secure. Hold on, Seal.
To zone them away, man, and now it's gonna be Chell right now. Oh, the damage coming in, penalty zone flicker from Fumi Echo as the Tempest of Blades gets used up again onto the back. Vival trying to go for the blades, but gets cancelled out and finally gets shut down. But take a look at the base. 2 base turrets already taken down as a Black Dragon Pro used up, but she will be gunned down from the skies. Chell and Cine takes her out of the skies, and now the base is wide open. The Fredrin wants to go for the cancel right now as they go all the way to the back. Chell with the blazing duet wipes them out completely. Everyone falling. Only Bella, who's respawned, gets the Eternal Guard, knocks Fumi Echo up, who's still able to sustain back up onto the minion waves, and Chell again goes back towards this base. They want to end the game before minute number 10, and it seems like they will be able to do so even before the 9th minute.
My goodness. Before the 9th minute, no Lord needed for Team Indonesia.